You must be obsessed with the goal, the journey, the outcome, the experience, the rejections, the resilience, the grit. And throughout that journey, as you hit these micro wins, celebrate them and then lock back in.
Show the failure, because I think there are a large number of people who are going to relate to that and who hopefully can see in that film how we dealt with that failure and continue to follow us as we move forward and how we respond to that failure in the future. Because I mean, how many people listening to this podcast have signed up for a race and didn't finish the race or didn't hit the time that they wanted to hit for the race? Or how many people have started a business and failed their business or made a big mistake and it set them way back? The reason people want to believe that you can just train your mind to this level, that you can just go and perform without the work, is because then it gives them an excuse to not do the work, which is the hard part. People want to believe I can just use this little hack that Chad just told me where I reset my watch every 10 miles. Or I can break things down into small digestible segments. Or I can just, decide to be patient or stay present. No, you have to be physically prepared, and then you have to apply all of those mindset techniques, layer them on top of the physical preparation, layer them on top of the work.
I share this with you because oftentimes you want change in your life, but you feel the pain is not great enough. Or maybe you feel that you're not worthy enough for the better version of that life that could be available to you. Or maybe you feel that if I shake things up, it's going to be too painful. And to some degree, you're right. The pain might be higher as you shake things up and you leave before it gets better. But trust me when I say it's worth it.
Who knows what honor is? Honor is the adherence to what is right. I will serve with honor on and off the battlefield of life. That means at work and at home. I will do what is right. I will have honor, whether I'm at home or whether I'm here. The ability to control my emotion.
And remember what I said, a man who's got nothing to lose, the most dangerous type of man. And we want to be an asset to humanity, not a liability. We want to be an asset to our community. We want to be an asset to our family. We want to be an asset to our work. And if you're a liability because you're not mentally tough, you're not mentally resilient, you don't have mental fortitude, the ability to push through adversity and know that everything will be okay, that this is not the end, that this is temporary defeat, not permanent failure. That is mental toughness. A mentally dangerous, emotionally dangerous man knows that adversity will come, hard times will come.
That makes the difference between those who eventually succeed, because you will fail, and those who fail and never get back up. It's, I would rather die than watch this vision pass me. Is that your attitude? Is that your heart of perseverance? Now, on the 1001st attempt, Thomas Edison discovered the light, but he allowed himself to grow and learn from his shortcomings. And you see, that's the difference. Some people will look at it as, I've had 1,000 failures. Other people will say, I've had 1,000 ways that I learned not to do something and to do the right thing, or at least headed in that direction.
Now, when your internal battles come to the point that you need help because they have weakened you, then get help, But I think everybody's balance is different. And I fear there was a problem for years on this side, but I fear, just like everything else, with that subject being pushed the way it is, we're going to get out of balance on the other side.
I got to tell you something else about winners, man. Winners have a special DNA. And that DNA is, we just feel like we're always behind, we're always behind, we're always behind. And I put up a post on social media about that today. I said 80% of the time, you feel like you're failing. 15% of the time, you feel like you're just treading water. 4% of the time, you feel like it's over. This is it. The ship's going down. The reality is, you have to choose the pain of the work or the pain of the broke, right? That's it. That's it. There's pain that you're going to choose because there's pain involved in making money. And it's going to be the pain of doing the work or the pain of being broke. And the pain of being broke, to me, is far worse. You're doing it because I've got to show off. I've got to have bigger status. I need more things. I've got to win. And I'm a big fan of winning, but not at the cost of losing my integrity, not at the cost of losing my character, and not at the cost of losing my values.
Talk about there's three primary things that everyone casts all their pain and suffering to, which is you have circumstances, you have other people, and then you have self, and that's it. Those are the three big ones that everyone, all of their blame on. And so the first two obviously don't serve you. The third sometimes serves you depending on what you do as a result of it, right? And so that actually, those big three has just been a really easy filter. It's like, oh, am I blaming circumstances? Am I blaming other people? Am I blaming me? And obviously you want to skip to you because that's the only thing you can do anything about.
Understand that all those things that happened to you that were not fair were layers and layers and layers of armor being built for you. Those were layers of armor being built so you can be dangerous in the best possible way. I want your enemies to choke on your success, to reach out to you one day and go, see, I knew you were going to do it. I knew you could do it. I believed in you. And I want you to feel the confidence to not respond. I want you to feel the confidence to not respond. That is how you win.
The way Kobe Bryant described winning, he said winning is everything. We have a chance to win every single day. Every single day there are wins around us.
Now it becomes, what kind of hard would I like to have in my life? Okay, would I like to have hard with a bunch of money, or would I like to have hard and no money? Okay, because it's going to be hard either way. So it's, what hard do you want? Here's what I want to do, but this is going to be hard, and realizing that if you don't become that, it's going to be hard too. So every decision that you make in your life leads to hard. They're just different kinds of hard.
A growth-minded person says, you know what? I see challenges and adversities as opportunity and not as finality, as in it's over, the opportunity's gone, right? A growth-minded person will look at a challenge or an adversity as an opportunity and not finality. And so a growth-minded person is someone who's curious. A growth-minded person is someone who is constantly learning new skills, abilities, languages. I tell you guys about all these different challenges I do, right? 12 years ago, I decided I was gonna hire a running coach, train for 6 weeks, and run the San Diego Marathon, because I told myself over and over again that God has made me big and strong. God has made me to lift weights. I pick weights up, I put them down. I'm not made to be a runner. I'm not designed to be a runner. It's not factory installed for me to be a runner. And you say something long enough, as a fixed-minded asshole like I was, you begin to buy into it.
Focus blocks the world out. It blocks the world out. What are the greatest athletes? What do they have the ability to do? When they focus, they don't pay attention to the crowd. They don't care about the lights. We hear this, oh man, I perform best under the bright lights. He should know if the lights are pink, blue, purple.
That's when I always say, the metaphor, life's a verb. But that's really fun to go, no. Don't study the result. What was the person doing when they got there? And everybody who's achieved something great was some sort of outlaw. Some sort of hustler. Out of balance, out of whack, dark times. Whoa.
Extreme.
Still wakes up in the middle of the night and glad they went a mouth guard because they had chipped all their teeth through that fucking nightmare they were having about those things they did back then.
And those infomercials, I think that's what they're called. And it flops. The actor who's using her mop does a horrible job, doesn't know what he's doing or how to use the mop. So it flops. There it is, failure. But she refused to accept that. She refused to believe the TV station of, oh, it's just a bad product. It's not going to sell. She said, no, you guys just didn't sell it right. And she demanded she got another opportunity and did it herself, even though she's never been an actor. And she did it, and boom, it blew up. But guess what? Just because you have success doesn't mean failure won't meet you around the corner still. So she fell into legal trouble, not of her own, but of people trying to do her wrong. And they did. They did her wrong, so all the money she made from the mops, essentially it seemed as if she had lost it all. Bankrupt, gonna lose the house. But guess what? The same attitude and determination and willingness to keep fighting through a failure, the same that got her to that point was the same that was going to get her through all that legal drama. And guess what? It did.
It's having honor when no one's looking. Oh, I got many stories of my life where my entire life, the trajectory of my entire life hinged upon a lapse in my integrity. Think about that. Why is this in the creed? My character and my honor will be steadfast. My word is my bond. It is honesty. So here we have honor integrity, honesty, and we have the ability to control our emotions.
Maybe I had 5 bad days, or really 5 bad moments that I then thought about for the entire season and turned what would have otherwise been 5 minutes times 5 into an entirely bad year.
Every choice you make leads to hard, every single one. And if you grasp that and accept that, then you have a much easier time going after the things that you actually want. See what I'm saying?
So being broke is just as hard.
Right, dude. It was being 15 years ago on a meme, and it's been hijacked by the internet. Okay, I made a meme that went viral like 15 years ago about choosing your heart. Okay, being successful is hardest. Being broke is also hardest. Choose your heart. That was something like that. And now like everybody's hijacked it to where it's like their thing.
Yeah.